How we run out of money for all those things, but we never run out of money to go to war? This is one of the criticisms that people who are focused on what's happening at home have. They say, well, wait a minute. All this money that went to this country, they could have gave reparations to black people. All this money that's going over here, they could have solved all the homelessness and food shortage issues here in the United States of America. All this money that's going to that country and to this conflict over here, we could have solved all these problems. We could give teachers a raise and every teacher can earn 6 figures a year, but we're taking that money and all of a sudden we never run out of money when it's time for a conflict, but we run out of money when it's time to feed the homeless. We run out of money when it's time to house people. We run out of money when it's time to give food to kids who want lunch at school. We run out of money when it comes to paying back black people for what many black people feel like they're owed based on slavery. How we run out of money for all those things, but we never run out of money to go to war. And war ain't even happening in our country. It's happening in other people's houses. This is a legitimate criticism of the United States. They say, well, the government doesn't just have money to just put everybody in a place to live with clothes on their back and food on their table. Okay, that sounds reasonable until you ask yourself, how the hell do we come up with millions and billions of dollars every single time we get into a conflict that's not even happening in our own land? How do we come up with money for these things? We can't come up with money for these other things that will cost less, significantly less. And
let me tell you something.
So it costs significantly less to solve all these other problems, but we always come up with money for the wars. So we got a bunch of homeless people living in America and we can't put them in a house, but we can come up with a couple $1 billion to go to war on somebody else's land. That doesn't add up. That doesn't add up. If I'm a social worker and I'm dealing with those people every day and I see how they're living, I can very much understand how a social worker gets very frustrated seeing what we do when it comes to defense spending. Yet all these homeless people walking around. Again, how much would it cost to put a homeless person in the house for a year? How much does it cost to get one of those planes and tanks over to Iran for a fight? Legitimate question.